Should you buy right now? Should you sell right now? Is there a crash coming? I don't know, but I'm gonna give you some of our thoughts on these topics right now with a 2021 current market update. As always, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, leave us a comment. All right, guys, 2021 real estate market update. So we did a video earlier about what we predict to happen, and here's what's crazy, it's happening. We're gonna go through a couple of things. Number one, should you buy in the current market? Number two, should you get in now? So not only buy, but should you start investing now? Is now a good time to start investing? Number three, should you sell now? Number four, what are we seeing going forward? And last, is there a market crash coming? Number one, should you buy now? I would say buy every single thing that you can possibly get your hands on that's a decent deal. What we're seeing in the market right now in Nashville is craziness. 15, 20 offers on properties that are on MLS. 15 to 20 offers on off-market deals. That is why right now is a phenomenal time to buy if you're doing your own marketing. If you're not doing your own marketing, I highly recommend that you start. We'll be doing a follow-up video on how to do that. Doing your own marketing is gonna get you into that lower tier discount property price instead of MLS or wholesalers trying to push their properties higher and higher. Even off market from agents is going crazy. It's unbelievable. So should you buy now? The answer is absolutely, but you wanna make sure that you're getting a good deal and you get that through your own marketing. Number two, should you get started now if you've never done a deal before? If you've never done a deal, is now the time to get started? My answer to that is always yes, but be careful in right now's market. You don't wanna get into a property that's 20 or 30% higher than a retail, so you don't wanna be paying over asking. You do not want to be going in and trying to ask for a ton of inspection stuff. You don't want to be getting into a property that has a bunch of inspection items. Definitely make sure when you're trying to get started, you just are doing a lot of analyzing of the market that you're in. And if you want to go to those tertiary markets, guys, a tertiary market is just one outside of the normal area, all right? So if Nashville is the main market, the tertiary market would be Murfreesboro, Manchester, Tullahoma. So if you should get started now, the answer is absolutely yes. You just want to make sure that when you are analyzing your deals, analyze a little bit more conservative just in case the market does shift a little bit, but we're still buying deals. We're closing on 4 this upcoming month. So it's going to be a huge month for us. And if we're still doing it, there's money to be made. Number three, should you sell now? We are seeing one of the most ridiculous sellers markets that I've ever been a part of. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, you're seeing it because of the low inventory. And the low inventory is really what's driving the supply and demand, right? Low inventory drives the pricing up. I told you earlier, make sure the margins are there, right? But also, if you own a property, don't be afraid to push the margins. I mean, if it comes in under appraisal, most people right now are paying the difference in the appraisal amount. So if you're thinking about listing at 230, push to 245. But you still want to make sure when you're buying that you are pushing that current comp, not projected the next 6 months what's going to happen. That's where you can kind of get in trouble. Should you sell right now? Do you have a primary residence that you should sell? We actually just sold our primary residence for that exact reason. We wanted to cash out on all the equity in it. We found an even better deal that we're going to be able to make the spread on. So we sold ours, and we are actually living in an apartment right now for the next 6 months. So we practice what I'm preaching right now. Number four, what are we currently seeing in the market? What do we see coming? How do we continue to get deals and make sure things are profitable? So number one, don't be afraid to make offers, all right? Don't be afraid to make a lowball offer. Don't be afraid to make offers in general. That is the biggest thing right now, is we continue to make offers, we continue to see deals. Even if you're not gonna make an offer, walk the property, right? Go ahead and move forward with getting out and looking at things, because activity will breed more activity. The more people you meet, the more properties you look at, you're gonna eventually get that deal. So it's very, very important right now in this current market that you are actively looking at deals, underwriting deals, and trying to find deals. Even if you're not getting them, you want to continue to do that, because activity breeds activity. All right, guys, last, do we see a crash coming? Is it going to happen anytime soon? What's going on with the crazy pricing? So I just talked about, it's the best time to sell. If you're going to be buy, you want to buy smart, right? But when you do list, you can list higher. It's unbelievable market, right? But do you see it crashing? I don't know that I see it coming right now. I think we have another 24 to 36 months of aggressive growth. And the reason I say that has nothing to do with the economy. It has everything to do with the supply. Across the country right now, the supply is super low. Most markets have less than a month of supply. What that means is if nobody else listed their property, by the end of the month, all the houses would be gone. And there's still multiple buyers coming to the market. So it's really, really difficult to say that there's a crash coming when there's no inventory out there for buyers to buy. The other thing you're getting ready to see is lumber. Lumber has went up another 30%. So I think what's gonna happen, and I know this sounds crazy, because of lumber, I think new construction is gonna slow a little bit, because they wanna see if the lumber is going to adjust. Because that new construction slows, right, it's gonna reduce the inventory even more. And I see probably another 15 to 20% increase year over year, which is crazy to think about, that we could go higher than we are now, but I definitely see it coming. Wrapping up, buy now, underwrite well, sell higher, why not? Make sure you're analyzing your market conditions and keeping days on market and current inventory, and make sure you're looking at that, and then pull the trigger. Buy, and make sure that, again, the number one thing, you make your money on the buy. But I definitely think now is the time to jump into real estate investing. If you need any help, we're here for you. As always, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a comment if you need any help at all.